Hi beauties, welcome to Lady Lay Tarot. In today's reading, we're going to be answering the question, was there an overlap when this person decided to walk away from you? And by overlap, I mean, did someone else catch his attention or his heart and become a reason for him ending things with you easily? So if you suspect that there might have been an overlap, this reading is for you. But if you're pretty sure that there wasn't, then please do switch off. And we're also going to be taking a look at what was he thinking during the time that he walked away from you, whether the answer to the overlap question is yes or no. So we have 4 piles with us today. The first pile is this white and blue speckled ball. The second pile is this dark ball. The third pile is the blue ball. And the fourth pile is the light baby blue ball. Take a moment or two to make your selection. If you're having trouble narrowing it down, you could try rolling the dice 5 to 10 times and seeing which number, 1 through 4, comes up the most often. So, without further ado, let's get into your reading. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your pile. You went with the white and blue speckled ball. And the card that flew out for your pile is the 10 of Cups. So with this card, one of the hints that I'm getting is that this person may have love bombed you, since this is a card of family, completion, like everything is grand. And so maybe that's why it was all the more shocking when they made the decision to part, or how easily they parted. Or this could also be referring to the fact that they quickly set up shop with someone else and made it seem as though they had found their one and only. And they quickly moved on and had a baby, for example. So that's what I'm getting with this card. Yeah. So first off, we're going to take a look at, was there an overlap in this relationship before they walked away or ended things with you? And also, after we get the answer to that, we'll look into cards for what was on his mind, what was he thinking, why did he decide to leave you behind, and if he regrets it now. So first off, we're going to get 3 cards for yes or no. Was there an overlap in this relationship that you had with this person before they ended things or before they walked away? Let's take a look. 3 cards, please, Spirit. Okay. We had... All right. Okay. So actually 5 cards came out for this pile, very interestingly. I was only seeking 3 cards. The middle card is a maybe card, as is this one, and this one is a no. This one can also be interpreted as a maybe card, while this is the only definitive yes answer. So it seems that for many of you watching for this pile, there wasn't a clear overlap, meaning that maybe this someone else caught their eye. Since we have the 3 of Cups, that's a third party card, immediately afterwards, or that they wanted to play the field. But there wasn't a clear overlap where they got with someone and then they dumped you. So they didn't know that they had a possibility of a relationship with someone else definitively until they left you. Yeah, because with this no card and these maybe cards, it's mostly a no for many of you watching here. So even if this person seemed to move on quickly, that was a rebound, but there wasn't a clear overlap. And now we're going to take a look at some cards for what was this person thinking during the time that they left. Why did they decide to leave you behind? What was going through their mind? That process will be sped up so we don't waste too much of your time. And then I'll get back to you with the answer to that question. Let's get into it. Okay, pile one, let's take a look at what was going through this person's mind. Right, their thoughts or their feelings before they walked away. So we have Seven of Swords, inheritance, gratitude, hammock, taking a vacation, either physically or mentally. Okay, Three of Cups. Let me put these cards there so we have more space. Seven of Coins. Wow, prostitute. Eccentricity. Appreciation. Whale. Great worry over nothing. Reconciliation. King of Pentacles. Shapeshifter. Queen of Swords. So pile one, what I'm getting with these cards, first off with the Seven of Swords, it's a card of deception and trickery. So someone who's not being straight and forthright with you. We have that with Three of Cups. One of the first things I'm seeing is that maybe with the inheritance card here, like this is something that's been passed down to this person from their father, like they just have to cheat or they have a roving eye. You see with the appreciation facing the Three of Cups, these females here. So this person seems to be someone who's always looking for the next best thing and who likes to flirt with the ladies. I don't see one particular person who caught this person's eye. It seems like this is just a cycle in their life, or it could even be referring to the fact that like that's how their father has done things. So their father has not been like committal person, and they've picked that up. They're that way too. Like they find it very hard to settle down on one person and to not compromise something that's working well in this 10 of Cups scenario. Yeah, so that's also what I'm seeing with the shapeshifter there as the last card as well. It's like they have to jeopardize whatever situation they have going for them, even if it's great, even if they're feeling fulfilled. They like to look at things as like a transaction. With the prostitute card here, it says, accentuates the challenges of surviving without negotiating the power of your spirit, or places material consideration and security above self-empowerment. But what I'm seeing with this card is that this person, their thoughts were that like physically, things were going very well with you, but they put you in that category of someone who is for fun times or someone that they're enjoying physically being with, right? But they saw it as like, you know, we wouldn't get along in the long term. You see the fire here between these two figures with the Seven of Pentacles here. So they saw it as like, oh, we're good temporarily or physically, but if there's anything to be long-term here, they didn't see it happening because this person seems like self-involved and a little too self-obsessed. And for others of you, what I'm seeing, because do remember this is a general reading, you could always get a personal reading with either myself or someone else if you want, you know, like specifics. But what I'm seeing here is another situation as well for some of you watching, which is that this person, what was going through their mind is that maybe this is a temporary thing, and that even if they have cheated on you with others, or even if they had a roving eye, if they were non-committal and thinking maybe I'll try my luck with other people, that you would still be there and waiting around for them with a reconciliation card. Like, I'll just go and do my own thing with the eccentricity, and pile one will wait for me, and they'll put up with my ish because I'm not serious about, you know, the other people that I'm screwing or the other people I'm thinking of screwing. Yeah. And it's like this machismo energy that I'm seeing with the King of Pentacles. It's very like interesting that we have these two cards and they both seem to be holding the same type of thing, the power. So that is showing us that this King of Pentacles is referring to their masculine energy power. So they feel like they have a right to do as they please, and the person that they would commit to or not leave is this person who would tolerate them maybe being someone who is, you know, screwing other people, because as long as this person is coming back to you, like, you should be grateful. Basically, that's what I'm seeing here. Or like I said in the first scenario, for others of you watching for this pile with the shapeshifter, it's like they lose their interest. Queen of Swords, it's a cold card. Yeah, as soon as things start heating up, and there's talk of family here. So this person may have like love bombed you in the beginning, but they quickly lost interest. So they were thinking of, well, my feelings have changed for pile one. I'm not seeing this family scenario. I had my fun. That was fun. The Three of Cups. But I can't like commit. This is not my thing. I want to play the field. I want to see who else is around. There's so many beauties, so to speak. I appreciate so many beauties. So yeah, even with this hammock, like taking a vacation, this is a non-serious energy. Could also be like they could foresee problems within your relationship, like those of equals, you would challenge them and you would hold them accountable for things, and they didn't want to go through that. They wanted this to be like a physical relationship or situationship. So they said, let me not worry over something that's not meant to be in the long run, that I've just started with a thought in mind that I'm just going to enjoy myself with this person, like keep it light, and for sorry to say, like, you know, having sex with pile one. Mostly that's why I started this situationship or relationship, and it's not serving me now because pile one wants something serious, and I see others in my future. So I'm going to like check out of this relationship with the hammock, because even with the gratitude, you see this person appreciates all the others that they could like get to date, get to see, not one specific person, is what I'm saying. And that's probably why we also had those cards saying that there wasn't an overlap, because an overlap would indicate that there was like this one specific person that had their mind or heart before they broke things off with you. And what I saw was, no, there wasn't an overlap. This person may have started something like right after you guys, but that wasn't the main consideration here. The main consideration was, let me play the field, let me see who else is out there, or I still have a roving eye, and pile one can't take that. Like, she wouldn't be, or he wouldn't be a good candidate to put up with my ish, and I have to have control over this matter, or I'm tired of pile one now. Like, I had my fun physically, but now pile one wants too much, this family scenario. So I'm going to check out before she or he, whichever, you know, gender you are, before pile one starts demanding more of me. So that's what they were thinking of. Like, everything was about them holding on to this power, this like machismo energy where they're the person that's deciding the fate of this relationship. Yeah. So also, I want to get 3 cards before we wrap up this reading. Does this person now regret their decision? So in the past, it looks like no, they did not regret their decision immediately after, but do they regret, you know, breaking up with you now? Let's see. Let's get 3 cards. So we just need yes or no, please, Spirit. Okay, these 2 also fell out. We have yes, maybe, and yes. So yes, this person does regret breaking up with you now. Okay. Can we get 2 more clarifiers on why they regret this now? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. We got 4, but we need only 2. Okay. Thank you. Wow. So a marriage will take place. That's interesting with the Ace of Wands, either romantic or business. And Elephant, we have long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Okay. So at the end of the day, after this time has lapsed, they would like to make up with you is what I'm seeing. After, like, they've lived through some of the things that they've lived through. Maybe they've gotten married or had some sort of commitment. And now after the passage of time, it looks like they would like to ask you for forgiveness is what I'm saying. Or maybe they realized after a time that you were actually someone who would have made a good marriage partner. That's what I'm seeing with this card in particular. But let me get 1 more clarifier before we wrap up this reading. So can we get clarifier for the Elephant and Ring card, please, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, influence. Interesting. Wow, okay. So one of the things that I'm seeing here is like the things that they encountered since they broke up with you or you guys parted ways, because we have the Elephant card here. That's a long time, a long journey, either physical or mental. They've realized how like toxic other relationships have been and they haven't gotten what they wanted. Yeah, what I'm seeing here with the Adam and Eve card, like the next one wasn't better. And what they realize is like you were 1 in a million. Authenticity is really rare. So all of the toxic characters that they've had to like come across, they realize that you were actually someone who was worthwhile, worth keeping around. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah. So 1 more card for that. Can we get 1 more for the 6 of Cups there? 1 more clarifier. Wow. Okay. Acquisition. Interesting. Yeah. It echoes this very much so. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing here as well. You see the Taurus, like you made them look good. And with you, they would have had someone who's supportive. Yeah. So they regret this now. That's what I'm seeing. And they think they should have put a ring on it then. Okay. So pile 1, this was your reading. I hope this brought you much needed clarity. If you'd like, you could leave a like or subscribe on this channel to support it. Thank you very much. I'll see you in your next reading. Bye, Pile 1. Have a good day. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose, the dark ball. It's actually dark blue, but it looks black. And the card that came through, 9 of Swords. Okay. So this one flew out as I was shuffling, and this is a card of like great anxiety, worry, feeling defeated. And perhaps this is how you felt, like really confused and really melancholy when this person left. So I'm definitely seeing that this person initiated the breakup, and this caused you a time of great depression. Like you felt that the carpet was swept from under your feet. Yeah, and I see some like writing here as well. So maybe this person broke up with you like over a text in some cases, or like through a message, or you saw that they were with someone else online. Yeah, like quickly after breaking up with you. And you just felt despondent. That's what I'm seeing with this card here. But first off, we're going to get a yes or no answer. Was there an overlap in this relationship that you had with this person? before they decided to walk away from your life? Were they thinking of someone in their mind or had someone lined up already? So first we're going to get a yes or no answer. Can we get 3 cards, please, Spirit? Okay, so the first card is a yes. Let's see. This is also a yes. And this is a no. Okay. So we have 2 yes cards and 1 no card there. But this does indicate deception. So for this pile, I'm definitely seeing that there was an overlap. So this person already had someone in mind when they decided to walk away from you. Okay. Now we're going to take a look at what this person was thinking during this time that they decided to walk away, to leave you behind. So we're going to get some insight into this, what was going through their mind. And lastly, we'll conclude with, does this person regret their actions now? Okay, so this process of the cards being picked will be sped up. Timestamps in the description if you want to skip it. And we'll get straight into the reasons, what they were going through, like what they were thinking. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, pile 2, your cards are ready. So let's take a look at what was going through this person's mind when they decided to leave you behind. We have 2 of Swords. Okay, Patience. Page of Swords. 3 of Swords. 9 of Wands. Okay, February. Diamond, you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Quill, get back to the basics. Submission. Okay, let's see. Avenger. Three of Coins. Inheritance. I, psychic ability, trust your intuition. Protection. We have the 8 of Pentacles. Wisdom. And we have the Shapeshifter. Okay. Pile 2. So with these cards, what I'm seeing most definitely, sorry to say, so trigger warning, if this is going to be upsetting, turn it off. But one of the first things that I'm seeing here, and to remember it's a general reading, is that this person didn't see you as someone who could be like wifey or hubby material, whatever gender you are. They had put you in that box of, you know, I'll be with this person with pile 2, but getting married to them with a diamond here makes me feel trapped. So they like held this off. As soon as there was like an indication that there should be like a commitment or a title put on this, they definitely resisted and they felt like it was time to withdraw and find someone else. Or maybe that's when they saw someone else who they thought would make like a better, sorry to say, like wifey material, like mother of their kids, for example. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Like the problem was that they had categorized you already, and so that's why it was easier for them to overlap this relationship, like to create an overlap, because they didn't see you as someone that they would put in that serious category of making a wife or the mother of or the father of their child. So with the patience card, what I'm seeing is that it seems like you waited for this person to make up their mind about you. Like maybe you were too patient, but the writing was on the wall there that this person didn't really want anything serious with you. But nevertheless, it seems like they led you on. Yeah, and it seems like you were heartbroken. Very much so. And they realized this. They definitely knew that they kept you in limbo. That's what I'm seeing with the Nine of Wands. You see this card of being in limbo, not knowing what to expect. With these cards, what I'm seeing is that in most cases here, this person didn't necessarily love bomb you, but they left things in limbo, and you felt like you were walking in eggshells around them. Like maybe you did something wrong, or that you could do something to improve this person wanting to take the next steps with you. So we wouldn't necessarily call this love bombing because they didn't come on very strong in the beginning. At least that's what I'm seeing with these cards. If you don't resonate, this means it's not your pile, because what I'm seeing here is that this person, like soon after you began your relationship or situationship, you felt uncertain and like something was off, and you were just patient with them thinking that they'd come around, but they always kept you at an arm's distance. You see with Three of Pentacles there. And intuitively, with the eye here, it says psychic ability, they knew that they didn't really want you for the long term. And with the Wisdom card here, that's what I'm seeing here too. Like them dragging their feet, keeping you there until someone else caught their eye and they were ready to bounce, so to speak. Yeah, so they're ready to use you and to be like the bridge girl, as I like to call it, like the person that I'll use on my way to the other side, while I'm sure I have someone else there stacked and waiting for me. You see, with the inheritance and the Eight of Pentacles, what I'm seeing here is that when they saw this family situation, this is a card of family, Saturn, they didn't see this family situation, you guys having this family life, children in the works with you, but it looks like they saw it with someone else, or they thought someone else would be a better fit for that role. So as soon as they found someone that seemed like a better bet, this person bounced. But they kept you around long enough to where they could use you and make you someone who is there waiting on them, patient, until they're ready to start a family with someone else, or they saw potential in starting a family with someone else and they bounced. So what this person did was really unfair. And I see that you definitely suffered a lot from what this person did. And it looks like you spent a long time wondering, like, why didn't they give you a chance? Why did they close up? Why didn't they want to commit to you? But maybe perhaps they committed or flaunted the next person immediately. So that's what I see here with these cards. And so the thought that was going through their mind was, you're not what they want as marriage material, and they knew this early on. So they hatched a plan. That's what I'm seeing with the quill, that they were going to keep you around until there was someone else in the picture which they saw as more like worthy of being their wife or husband, whatever gender they're attracted to. But this is not your fault that they didn't see you this way. They should have just let you know early on and not used you, right? Instead of keeping you on eggshells, feeling like you're doing something wrong. Maybe if you changed your ways, that this person would commit to you. But it seems like from the start, from jump, they knew that they were just going to use you as time filler until someone that they took seriously came along. Someone that they actually saw as family material and that they would pour their efforts into. They intuitively knew this from the jump. There's no way they didn't know this. So now we're going to take a look at 3 cards for, does this person regret doing this to you now? So let's see. We have, wow, 3 cards jumped out. Thank you, Spirit. We have Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and the Chariot. The answer is a most definite yes. These are 3 yes cards. And I'm going to get clarifiers for why this person regrets it now. Because obviously it didn't look like they did at the time. Let's see. So we have October 10th. And by the way, I forgot to mention, maybe this overlap started in February, or the end came in February or October. Or this could be referring to dates of months of birth. Only you know that. And we have temporary situation. Okay, so maybe the next person that they tried to like hitch their ride to, the one that they overlapped with, was actually a temporary situation, and that fell apart is what I'm seeing here. And like they jumped the gun too quickly. They thought that they had found their one too quickly. And the other thing I'm seeing here with the June card, with the Ace of Pentacles, maybe they lost a lot of money with that new person. So it looks like with you, they had more balance, like you were definitely someone who poured their weight in more. And with the Chariot, we have the Crib. This is the Cancer card, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. It's interesting when I get a clarifier for that. What is that referring to? So what is that card referring to? Let's see. We have excitement. Okay. Okay. So definitely one of the messages I'm seeing here is like this person jumped the gun. They acted too quickly, too rash. They didn't really think things through with the person that they overlapped with. Maybe they even had a baby very soon after. They didn't feel like they were ready for that. Or this baby came with challenges. Maybe this baby is sick, is another interpretation that I'm getting here. Yes, or maybe they feel trapped. That this person that they like got serious with right after you, or during the time that they were with you, like quickly sprung a baby on them is what I'm seeing. But let me get one more clarifier for that. So for this excitement card and the Chariot, please, Spirit, can you give us one more clarifier? Okay, several flew out. I'm going to take a look. Ooh, okay. Sorry. Shark. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. Yeah. Maybe this person lost a lot of money, or this person that they're with now is someone who uses them and abuses them. And that's why they regret not having chosen you. That's what I'm seeing. Like this person that they were with right after you proved to not be as good as you, or proved to be abusive or manipulative. So pile 2, these were the messages from Spirit about this person you were inquiring about. I hope that this brought some measure of understanding to you. If you'd like, you can leave a like or subscribe to the channel to support it. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in your next reading. Bye, Pile 2. Have a good day. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to the blue ball. And the card that flew out for your pile is the Two of Wands. Two of Wands, this is a card of decisions, travel, business opportunities, future planning, cooperation. Or conversely, having doubts, indecision, fear of the unknown, trying to play it safe, like looking into the glass ball here. They're not sure of the future here. So I see like future limbo. And maybe you guys were at a distance from each other. One of you had to move, for example, or there was some sort of business proposition that got in the way of this relationship, like future concerns about business or money. Yeah, or that it was going to be hard to travel back and forth. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. And first off, we're going to get yes or no answers. Was there an overlap in this relationship that you had? Like, did this person have someone else in mind and heart before they went their separate ways with you? You know, was there someone else? So let's get 3 cards to answer that before we get into any other messages from Spirit. Okay, so 4 cards flew out. Let's see, the first 3. Okay, the Devil, that's a no. 3 of Cups, that's a yes. And the 3 of Pentacles, that is also a yes. So it looks like, yes, there was an overlap. Okay, and King of Swords, it's someone who is cutthroat. So what I'm seeing with this is that this may have been like a rude awakening for you. But yeah, this is the only no card, and these 2 cards are yes. This does not count. This shows us that there was some sort of like swiftness to the way that this person cut you off. It was like a harsh blow. That's what I'm getting with the Devil card too. Yeah, and it could even be like someone that they worked with is the person that they moved on to next. Someone that they were like in close proximity to. Maybe you even knew this person. Okay, but we're going to get some cards here for what was this person thinking during the time that they decided to leave you behind. So we'll get into their psyche, and at the end we'll top it off with, do they regret what they did now? Okay, so this process of picking those cards will be sped up so we don't waste too much of your time. Timestamps are in the description. So let's get into it. Okay, pile 3, your cards are ready. So let's take a look at what this person was thinking during that time that they, you know, decided to leave you behind. Let's take a look. So we have Success, Psychic Ability, 9 of Swords, King of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, the Page of Cups, Knight of Coins, all right, Fulfillment, Fortune, Generosity, Transformation, Weeping Willow, family sorrow. The Magician. Inkpot, problems to be resolved. Worrier. Bear, danger, especially in money matters. Practicality. So pile 3, what I'm seeing here is that this person put practicality ahead of you. That's what they were thinking when they decided to break things off with you. Yeah, because this Knight of Coins, aka Knight of Pentacles, is a card of ambition, hard work, persistence. And this is like from South African Khoi Khoi deity, and this is Heitzi Ebib, and he can be as stubborn as an ox. Yeah, so I see that this person was stubborn in their goals, ambitions. Maybe they have a certain type. And also money matters seems to be very much to have been at play here, because we have fulfillment, the fortune card here. Yeah, so, and the generosity. So it's making me think that money did have a hand to play in this, maybe because, as we mentioned here, because of their travel, desire to explore, or distance between you guys, or how you guys would fuse your lives together, or like some sort of work matter, or that the person that they decided to like leave you for seemed to pose like a greater money advantage than you, is what I'm seeing here. See, with the pot of gold here. And also it seems that this person, yeah, like is very ambitious. They're very stubborn and driven by what they want, what they like, and they seem to have thought of their own hobbies or work goals, put that ahead of you, and that's what it looks like here. You see the success card here, and this is the card of hobbies and the Page of Cups. You see, like, this person is busy building their own life, building their own company. And so it seems here that this person was busy with that and wanted someone who would, in their mind's eye, make them look good in that regard. And that's what they were searching for in another person with this transformation card here, like someone who could upgrade them, make them look even better, or expedite their process to success. Like someone who could be not a supporting partner per se, financially, of course, definitely a supporting partner, and someone who has like a great amount of potential for money making, but mostly like a beta partner. So someone who is going to be like a trophy, is what I'm saying with the Magician too. So maybe with the person that they moved on with, they perceive this other person to be a trophy. We have with the Magician card here. And with the Worrier card, we have the Five of Wands, some conflict here, Nine of Swords. Maybe since we have the Oedipus tale here, their parents may have also been a consideration in why they decided to leave you, because, yeah, it seems like maybe their mom didn't like you, or they didn't like your family, your legacy. It says problems to be resolved. So they didn't like that dynamic, and that was part of the reason. So we have the Five of Wands. You see this bickering going on here. Like they could foresee problems with either how you would relate to their family, or vice versa, or both. So that was a problem, and they recognized that, it seems, and that was one of the reasons that they decided to pull the plug and pursue someone else while they were in like a serious relationship with you, it seems. So with the generosity, and we have the Bear here, it says danger, especially in money matters. It does seem like this person is very careful, very thought out in how they want to be perceived by the public, I would say. And they want someone with the King of Pentacles as a card of money as well. who would bring them money luck, where they feel like they're going places, and this other partner is someone who is constantly cheerful, like their cheerleader. We have Cinderella's fairy godmother here. Or the other message that I'm seeing with this, do remember this is a general reading. If you'd like a personal reading, you could buy one from someone. But another scenario I'm seeing with this is that you were overly agreeable, overly generous with this person. So they took advantage of you, and they saw you as like someone who is like a Pollyanna, I'm sorry to say here, or someone who bailed them out and accepted their flaws, which was a turnoff to this person because they would have preferred someone who challenges them more, someone who, opposes them when they're doing something faulty. But the problem may have been that you were too agreeable, and that's what that card is referring to there. Yeah. So with the practicality and the family sorrow, I see that this person would prefer a partnership where it practically works for them, like it makes their work life easier. And it seems like they didn't feel that they could have that with you. Or the person that they moved on to, they had that inclination or that feeling that that other person would make them more money or make them look good in terms of business, because it seems here that they like very much pursue work and how they look to others. So yeah, seems like how they decide on who to build a family with or who to take seriously is how good that other person is, the romantic interest is, for what their job is, for what their status is, or for helping them with like daily tasks. So it seems like this person doesn't want to be of service to their romantic partner, but wants to have a partner who's going to be more of a giver. They don't want to have like an equal give or take type of relationship, because it seems like this person is busy or concerned with money making, building of career, or using others financially, with all of these like generosity, success cards here. But I want to get another clarifier for that Weeping Willow. Can we get another clarifier? Thank you, Spirit. We have ostentation. Okay. So like I said, this person needs a relationship more for show, for how this person can serve their needs in terms of business and in their social strata. Like if this person is going to look good among their coworkers and is going to be like the type of man or woman who is going to make their daily, you see we have the Taurus card here, make their daily tasks easier, like get the ironing done, have their house in order, look the part, and not cause any waves. Yeah. So these are the messages that I'm seeing, pile 3. Now I'd like to get 3 cards to see, does this person regret having left you now? So can we see? Spirit. We have the High Priestess, the Ace of Cups, and let's see. Okay, the Two of Cups. So these are 2 definite yes cards. This one is mostly a yes. Yes, they do. They do, in fact, regret what they did there with the overlap or having left you. And I'd like to see why. Can we get 2 clarifiers from this deck here, please, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, we have assertion here. So one of the things that I'm seeing is that you were like an equal of theirs. You were someone who was actually quite generous to them. And they feel like they shouldn't have cut that off because you actually gave quite a lot to them. And they don't enjoy like having you hate them, I would say, with this card here, with the assertion. And they think they were unduly cruel to you. And And with the birth card here with the High Priestess, I'd like to get a clarifier for that. Okay, so many cards fell out. We just need one or two, please, Spirit. Okay, wow, Heart and the Ace of Cups. That is a card of love. So this person, it seems like now they have love for you. Okay, but with the birth card, I wanted to see what that is referring to. Four-leaf clover, great good fortune. Okay. So this is a beautiful card of mystery, of like institutions, even marriage. It's the counterpart to the Hierophant. So what I'm seeing here is that they actually think you would have made a good wife or husband, whatever gender you are. And you would have made a good mother. Maybe because you've become a mother since that time, or they've seen some indication of you being a good mother. We have the Cancer card here. But that is very telling with the Heart and the Ace of Cups. They realize in hindsight that they had love for you, that your heart was true. And you guys had actually a pretty good partnership or pretty good thing going. But I want to get one last clarifier for that assertion card there. Okay, thank you, please. Okay, temporary situation. Okay, so they also feel like any fights that they had with you, any disagreements leading up to the breakup, they feel like that would have been a temporary situation and they overreacted. They didn't mean to burn bridges. Yeah, they didn't think it through very well, it seems. And they hurt you unnecessarily. Because they do have feelings for you left over, for sure. And they think that you would have made, actually, a pretty good, like, life partner here. That's what I'm seeing. And for maybe temporary fun, or from their temporary place of need for extra, like, advantages or their ego, they sacrificed you. Yeah, for some of you, I see, like, they said, maybe I can't deal with this now, like, maybe let's break up. And they feel like that was premature. They should have tried harder, because that would have been like a temporary problem they could have overcome with you. So I want to get one last card for this Heart here. Can we get one last clarifier? We have King of Wands. Okay, this is the Leo card here. Yeah, and I see this person still holding a torch for you. Definitely. And another message that I'm getting here is that if this person thought you weak before, like someone who would just say yes to everything, they definitely don't see you that way anymore. And they see you as like a formidable contender, like someone who would have actually been of great service to their life goals and life plans here. But what's done is done. So, Pile 3, these were your messages from Spirit. I hope that this brought you much needed clarity. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in another reading. You could like and subscribe the video if you'd like to support the channel. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Bye, Pile 3. Hi, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. This is the ball you chose, the light blue. And the card that flew out for your pile was the Nine of Wands. Okay, so this is a card of feeling really tired out, and also a card of resilience, like fatigue. So perhaps we got this card because, like, towards the end of this relationship, either you or this person felt really tired, like the issues you had were just on repeat, or this is just how you felt, like you were tired of trying to please this person, or they were going through some sort of troubles here, like maybe financial troubles or troubles with work, and that contributed to why they broke up with you. But definitely one or both of you were very tired towards the end of this relationship, and that's what this Nine of Wands card of burdens is referring to. And we're also going to take a look at Was there an overlap in this relationship before this person walked away? So was there someone else in the picture that they had in their mind and heart that they started a relationship with, which was a contributing factor, or a major contributing factor to them walking away from you? Let's take a look. Is it yes or no? Let's get 3 cards, please, Spirit. Was there an overlap? Okay, so we have Ace of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and 2 of Cups. These 3 cards are all yeses, resounding yeses. So yes, there was an overlap. This person did have someone else in their mind and heart before they ended things with you and walked away from you. Sorry to say. So now we're going to take a look at some cards for what was this person thinking during that time. Why did they decide to leave you behind? So any extra messages that we can glean. This process of the card picking will be sped up. Timestamps are in the description if you'd like to skip it. And also towards the end we'll do, is this person regretful for leaving you behind? So we'll get to that too at the end. Let's get started. Okay, pile 4, your cards are ready. So we're going to take a look at what was this person thinking when they decided to let you go. So let's see. We have Affair. Okay. Beggar. Queen. The Hermit. Claw, be careful, do not take risks. Status. Enlightenment. 7 of Pentacles. Axe. Three of Wands. Flattery. Okay, Generosity. Leg, stepping into a new experience. Bull. Focus. The 9 of Pentacles. And the 2 of Pentacles. So pile 4, I'm seeing a few different messages here. I'll tell you what I see. So first off, with the 7 of Pentacles and the Enlightenment, I see, and the Beggar, I see that this person was thinking during the time that they were with you, they didn't know what the heck that they were doing. Perhaps that's why we had the 9 of Wands card here. Like it was a particularly stressful or busy time in their life when they hooked up with you, or towards the end. So they didn't really know what they were doing. They were not really emotionally invested with you. is what I'm seeing. And it seems like they were immature. But then with the next person, what I see is that, you know, that they seem to have overlapped with. They seem to have understood what it takes to like kind of have a healthy relationship, and they went into this with more of their eyes open, or that was their hope. Because they see that they made mistakes with you. They didn't really know what they were getting into with you. And with this Queen card here, what I'm seeing is that they didn't feel that they could do you justice in a relationship. Like you were actually better than them, and subconsciously they knew that you were out of their league, and they were a time waster. You were wasting your time with this person because you deserved better. And you were constantly trying to like seek their validation, when in fact this person wasn't that wise. Like they didn't know what they were doing. They weren't even emotionally invested at that time with you. They were emotionally unavailable, it seems like. And their focus was on other things. And I see here with the affair, and it says claw, be careful, do not take risks. It seems like they messed up here, or that they had a fantasy about another person, their ideal person, which I would say was not you at that point in time. Because with the Three of Wands and the affair, yeah, I see like they got into, or they sought to enter into a new relationship where they didn't have to repeat the mistakes of the past. Because with you, they felt like they started at a deficit. Maybe because they didn't have their business going right, or that they were emotionally not invested. Like they didn't plan for this thing to turn out serious. So this person doesn't like not knowing what they're getting into. So they decided it would be better to leave you behind. It says forces working against you, and step into a new experience with the other person that they chose after you, than to like cop to their mistakes and to try to do right by this person that they regard as a queen, which is you, who is deserving of all good things, but doesn't know his or her worth. So they feel like you actually didn't know your own worth, and you saw this person as being your equal, but they weren't, especially in that time that they were with you. They actually didn't know what the heck that they were doing. It says dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. Right. So confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival. Yeah, so this person was just like not living consciously. They weren't like really invested, or they hadn't really grown at that time, hadn't matured. So they thought that stepping into a new experience, choosing to start with someone else here with the affair, you see with the tree blooming here, would actually be a better bet, because they were emotionally not ready at the time that they were with you, and they didn't want to face up to that. Even with the last card here, the Two of Pentacles, you see they're making a choice between two different things. Like both options look good to them, but if they had to go with a new option, they'd go with the one where they were doing it on a conscious level. Like they were making this decision to get into a relationship with someone on a very conscious level, not at a time when they weren't sure what they wanted, which it seems like this person entered into this relationship with you because they felt the chemistry. They felt like you guys look good together, is what I'm getting here. Like they sense the compatibility, or you're gorgeous, because we have the Taurus card here and the Queen. But they weren't doing this from a level of confidence. And they weren't like planning on it becoming serious. So they want to be at the helm, in control. So this person was thinking that, you know what, instead of just scrapping the start and how I didn't know what I was getting myself into, let me just start anew with someone else, someone fresh, where I'm emotionally invested and know exactly where I'm going. I'm driving this thing, not at a time where I wasn't ready. And they want to start it off ideally. So I want to get another clarifier for the Two of Pentacles there. Can we get a clarifier, please, Spirit, for the Two of Pentacles? Okay, thank you. So we have fulfillment. Yeah. Could be money concerns, or that you guys were at a distance from each other, for example, or you had to be at a distance, or that their job wasn't like completely where they wanted it to be at. You see, like their ships hadn't come home, so to speak. So they wanted to choose the option where they knew what they were getting themselves into. They weren't at a deficit when they started off, like they felt with you. So instead of like climbing and doing the hard work necessary to fix their mistakes from the past, they decided that starting something else, like stepping into a new experience, it says, and axing the old, which is you, would have been a better choice for them, for their long-term fulfillment and success. Because it seems like they were emotionally not ready at the time that they were with you. We have the Enlightenment card here. They were not ready nor mature enough to invest in that thing properly. And they didn't really know, truthfully, like where they were going or what they intended to do with you. They knew that you were attractive and that you were someone who was a conquest that they would be proud to have, but they didn't really plan on it being like a long-term thing because they were so focused on getting out of a rut, you know, like whatever that was going on with their business or whatever wasn't going on in their business. So they didn't even know what they were doing. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing for you, pile 4. And let's get 3 cards for do they regret it now, having left you behind? Let's see. Is the answer yes or no? So we have Knight of Pentacles. We have Queen of Pentacles. And we have the Hermit. Okay. So the Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving card. Queen of Pentacles is a yes card. And the Hermit is a definite no card. So we have maybe here. So for some of you, it is a yes, and for some of you, it is a no. It's a 50-50. It's a toss-up here. Let me see for why that is. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Let's get some clarifiers here. Can we get 2 clarifiers from this deck, please? Okay, so we have speculation. Wow, Hermit, so synchronistic. So it seems like they're still not sure. Yeah, and with the empathy here. So they're still not sure if you guys would have been like a good match in the long run, is what I'm seeing. And maybe that you were too faithful to them. That's what I'm seeing. Like you were too loyal and honest for the type of person that they are. We have Cancer card here and Pisces. That may resonate with some of you. And Hermit is a Virgo. Yeah, so definitely with the Queen of Pentacles, I do see that they sometimes regret it because they know you're a good catch. For sure. But they feel like with the slow-moving Knight of Pentacles energy here and the Hermit, they feel like they're not a match for you. They're too slow and they need too much time and patience and investment. So that's what the speculation is about. And that's why they're still not 100% convinced that they should regret this, even to this day. So let me get 2 more clarifiers for this. Wow. Okay. All right. Let's take a look. Wow. Heartache over what you no longer have. The Knight of Pentacles. They waited too long. And changes in your life. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that they waited too long. And it does hurt them sometimes, like how slow things are and how they've hurt your heart. That's what I'm seeing here. And they feel like it was necessary, like the changes that happened in their life, like it was a process of learning and growth. Because it seems like at that time that they were with you, they were really at this like beggar stage where they were immature, they were not enlightened, and they needed time to grow. And they feel like it was growing pains. They attributed to that. even now, it seems like they're not ready emotionally to take on someone like you, I would say. I'd like to get one more clarifier for the spear there before we wrap up. Okay, so we have, wow, the World card here. Okay, yeah, definitely. They feel like they hurt your heart. You guys had undeniable chemistry. That's what I'm seeing, but they waited too long. And there's some things that you just can't fix, you know, and they feel like they needed that time to mature and grow, even though they know that you were a worthwhile partner. What I'm seeing is that they feel like you deserve someone better. And it would have been a shame for you to waste your effort and energy on this person while they change, while they get their life together. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing with the empathy too. Like, you were too loyal of a friend, too good for this person. So, like I said, sometimes they regret it, sometimes they don't. So, Pile 4, this was your reading. I hope that it brought you the clarity that you needed. You could leave a like and subscribe on the channel for this video if you would like to. I would greatly appreciate that as supporting the channel. Take care of yourself. I hope to see you in another reading. Bye, Pile 4.